Hello everyone. Today's lesson will be on preposition. Preposition, as you all know, is a word or phrase that is used before a noun or a pronoun to show place, time, direction, etc. So, what is a preposition? Preposition actually is a preposition. So, it's a word or phrase that's used before a noun or pronoun to show place, time, direction, etc. So there are various types of prepositions. A preposition is a word used to link nouns, pronouns, or phrases to other words within a sentence. So, what is the use of the preposition? A preposition is a word used to link nouns, pronouns, or phrases to other words within a sentence. They act to connect the people, objects, time, and locations of a sentence. I shall repeat. They act to connect the people, objects, time, and locations of a sentence. Prepositions are usually short words. They are very short words, and they are normally placed directly in front of the nouns. So, what is the definition of preposition? A function word that typically combines within a noun phrase to form a phrase. So it is actually preposition, as I have told you. Name preposition comes from that. There are various types of prepositions. In the various types of prepositions, what we see first is the preposition of time. Preposition of time. So, what is the importance of preposition of time? It explains when something happens. When the thing has happened or taken place. Examples of preposition of time is after, before, from, on, in, by, at. They arrived on Sunday. What is on here? On is the preposition of time. Now we see the preposition of place or position. Preposition of place or position, they define the location of a noun or a pronoun. Preposition of place or position. The preposition of place or position define the location of a noun or pronoun. And the examples are on, in, at, over, above, under, between, behind, near, opposite, beside, below. Now we see the usage. Her bag was under the chair. Here, under. Where was the bag? It was under the chair. So, preposition of place or position here is under. The third type of preposition is the preposition of movement. Preposition of movement express the movement between a noun or pronoun and another noun or pronoun. Preposition of movement express the movement between a noun or pronoun and another noun or pronoun. Examples: through, along, across, out of, around, into, towards, from, to. We see the usage. One usage for the preposition of movement. They are on their way to school. Of. Now we see the preposition of manner. Preposition of manner describe the way or means by which something happened. Preposition of manner describe the way or means by which something happened. With the examples: with, by, through, on, in, like. These are the examples for preposition of manner. Now we see the usage. The boy speaks like an old man. Next, preposition of agency or instrument. Preposition of agency or instrument indicate an action conducted on a noun or pronoun is caused by another noun or pronoun. Preposition of agency or instrument indicate that an action conducted on a noun or pronoun is caused by another noun or pronoun. We see the examples. The by, with. By and with are the examples of agency, a preposition of agency and instrument. The painter would only draw with his lucky pencil. With is an example of preposition of agency. Now we come to the preposition of comparison. Preposition of comparison says which is what is the importance of preposition of comparison? It's to separate or distinguish between two or more nouns or pronouns. So preposition of comparison separates two or more. It is to separate or to distinguish between two or more nouns or pronouns. Now come to the example. Between, among, against, after, over, unlike. Now we see one usage for this type of preposition. That is the preposition of comparison. That picture would look better against a dark background. So here we see against is the preposition of comparison. Next type of preposition is the preposition of possession. Preposition of possession, it is the preposition of possession show that one noun or pronoun owns another. The example is in, with, of. And the usage, the girl with the red shoes is the captain. Next, the preposition of source. The preposition of source convey that a noun or pronoun has originated from another. The preposition of source convey that a noun or pronoun has originated from another. The example is from or by. India imports some grains from Brazil. So here preposition of source is from. The last one to come is the preposition of measure. The preposition of measure connect the quantity of a noun or pronoun to itself. Its role is to connect the quantity of a noun or a pronoun to itself. Here the examples are of and by. Dalla brought a kilo of flour today. So it is the preposition of measure. Now to sum up, we are giving the most definite definition of preposition. A function word that typically combines with a noun phrase to form a phrase which usually expresses a modification or a prediction. So what is the definition of preposition? It's a function word that typically combines with noun phrase to form a phrase which usually expresses a modification or a prediction. There are some frequently asked questions about prepositions. Students have a lot of queries and doubts, ambiguities related to prepositions. One among them is that many a times the students ask that can you end a sentence with a preposition? Can the preposition be used at the end of a sentence? Actually, there is nothing wrong with ending a sentence in a preposition like to, with, for, or, at. English speakers have doing so since the years of Old English. The people who claim that a terminal preposition is wrong are clinging to an idea born in the 17th century and largely abandoned by grammar and usage experts in the early 20th century. So, what exactly is a preposition? The preposition is a word and almost always a very small, a very common word. It's a very small and common word that shows the direction. For example, a letter to you. So here to is showing the direction. Or it is showing the location at the door. Here at is the preposition which is showing the location. Or preposition also shows the time. By if we say by noon, so here by is the preposition of time, showing time. Or that introduces an object, a basket of apples. So prepositions are typically followed by an object which can be a noun phrase, or a pronoun. What are the some common examples of prepositions? The most common prepositions are at, by, for, from, in, of, on, to, and with. So common prepositions are at, by, for, from, in, of, on, to, and with. See, these are the most common ones. There are still other common prepositions also, but they are not more common. And they are so other common prepositions are about, above, across, after, against, along, among, around, because of, before, behind, below, beneath, beside, between, close to, down, during, except, inside, instead of, into, like, near, of, on top of, onto, out of, outside, over, past, since, through, toward, until, under, up, upon, within, without, and so on. So, guys, today we have seen prepositions and the examples of prepositions. Hope you will all learn and revise prepositions.
A preposition is an important part of the English language. It is used to show a relationship between a noun and a pronoun in a sentence. A preposition must always be followed by a noun or a pronoun in a sentence. It can never be followed by a verb. Now, let's have a quick recap of prepositions and its type. The first type is preposition of time. Preposition of time explain when something happened. For example, after, before, from, on, in, by, at, and etc. The usage of preposition of time is they arrived on Sunday. The second type of preposition is preposition of place or position. The preposition of place or position define the location of a noun or a pronoun. For example, on, in, at, over, above, under, between, behind, near, opposite, beside, and below. The usage of preposition of place or position is as follows. Her bag was under the chair. Now we have the third type of preposition, which is preposition of moment. Preposition of moment express the moment between a noun, pronoun, and another noun and pronoun. The example of preposition of moment are through, along, across, out of, around, into, towards, from, to, etc. The usage of preposition of moment is they are on their way to school. The preposition of moment here is to. The next type is preposition of manner. Preposition of manner describe the way or means by which something happened. For example, with, by, through, on, in, like, etc. The usage of preposition of manner is the boy speaks like an old man. Here, the preposition of manner is the word like. Now we come to the next type, which is preposition of agency or instrument. Preposition of agency or instrument indicate that an action conducted on a noun or pronoun is caused by another noun or a pronoun. The example of preposition of agency or instrument is by, with, etc. The usage of preposition of agency or instrument is the painter would only draw with his lucky pencil. The next type is preposition of comparison. Preposition of comparison separate or distinguish between two or more nouns and pronouns. The example for preposition of comparison are between, among, against, after, over, unlike, between, etc. The usage of preposition of comparison is that picture would look better against a dark background. Here, Against is the preposition of comparison. The next type is preposition of possession. Preposition of possession show that one noun or pronoun owns another. The example of preposition of possession are as follows: in, with, of, and etc. The usage of preposition of possession is: the girl with the red shoes is the captain. Here, the word with is the preposition of possession. The next type of preposition is preposition of source. Preposition of source convey that a noun or pronoun has originated from another. The example of preposition of source are from and by. The usage of preposition of source is: India imports some grains from Brazil. The next and the last type is preposition of measure. Preposition of measure connect the quantity of a noun or pronoun to itself. The example of such type is of and by. The usage of preposition of measure is: Dala bought a kilo of flour today. Here, of is the preposition of manner. So, prepositions are short words which are used to show position, location, direction, and time in English. I repeat, prepositions are short words which are used to show position, location, direction, and time in English.
So prepositions are the words which begin prepositional phrases. Prepositions are the words which begin prepositional phrases. A prepositional phrase is a group of words containing a preposition, a noun, a pronoun, object of the preposition, and any modifiers of the object. A preposition actually sits in front of its object. What we have seen, a preposition sits in front of its object, means it is prepositioned. That's why it is called as preposition. Okay. And now we discuss about the uses of some prepositions. We commonly use prepositions to show relationship in space or time, or a logical relationship between two or more people, places, or things. I shall repeat for you. We commonly use prepositions to show a relationship in space or time, or a logical relationship between two or more people, places, or things. Prepositions are most commonly followed by a noun phrase or a pronoun. Let us see some usage of preposition. The last time I saw him was he was walking down the road. So here down is the preposition. I'll meet you in the cafe opposite the cinema. Here the word opposite is the preposition. It was difficult to sleep during the flight. What is the preposition here? During is the preposition. It was the worst storm since the 1980s. Here the preposition is since. Give that to me. To is the preposition here. There are over 100 prepositions in English. As I have told you, the most common single word prepositions, I'll tell you once again, are about, above, across, after, against, along, among, around, as, at, before, behind, below, beneath, beside, between, beyond, by, despite, down, during, except, for, from, in, inside, into, like, near, off, O double F also, OF also, both the offs. On to, opposite, out, outside, over, past, round, since, then, through, to, towards, under, underneath, unlike, until, up, upon, via, with, within, and without. Although most prepositions are single words, mostly we have seen that most of the prepositions are single words, but some pairs and group of words operate like single prepositions. Let us see. They were unable to attend because of the bad weather in Ireland. They were unable to attend because of the bad weather in Ireland. Here, because of is the preposition. Jackal, Jack will be playing in the team in place of me. In place of, these words together act as a single preposition here. Next sentence. In addition to getting a large fine, both brothers were put in prison for 3 months. What is the preposition here? In addition to. I always get nervous when I have to speak in front of an audience. What is the preposition? In front of. We estimate that there will be up to 10,000 people in the concert. And what is the preposition here? Up to. So I shall read out some most common prepositions that consist of groups of words. And they are ahead of, apart from, as for, as well as, because of, due to, inside of, in spite of, in place of, in front of, in addition to, except for, instead of, near to, on account of, on top of, out of, up to, thanks to, such as. So these are most common prepositions which consist of groups of words. Prepositions or conjunctions. Sometimes there is a confusion. Like some words which are prepositions, they also function as conjunctions. Let's see. When we use a preposition that is followed by a clause, it is functioning as a conjunction. When we use a preposition that is followed by a noun phrase, it stays as a preposition. So what is the difference? When we use a preposition that is followed by a clause, it is functioning as a conjunction. Whereas when we use a preposition that is followed by a noun phrase, it stays as a preposition. So they are what we have seen here. We have noticed that some words which are prepositions that also function as conjunctions also. Among the most common are these words which are used, which can be conjunctions as well as prepositions: after, as, before, since, until, etc. So I'll tell you the words again, which are prepositions but which can be used or function as a conjunction also. These are after, as, before, since, and until. I'll give you a few examples for that. And these examples are in the usage. After I had met him last night, I texted his sister at once. Here, after is used as a conjunction. I shall repeat the sentence, read out it once again for you. After I met him last night, I texted his sister at once. So here, after is acting as a conjunction. Next sentence. After the meeting last night, I texted his sister at once. I shall repeat. After the meeting last night, I texted his sister at once. This is the after here is acting as a preposition only. Let us see one more set of examples. Pay attention, then you'll understand the usage. We'll just have to wait until they decide what to do. We'll just have to wait until they decide what to do. Here, until is used as a conjunction. Now we see how until is used as a preposition also. Ready? Okay, we will wait here until 6 o'clock. Okay, we'll wait here until 6 o'clock. Here until is used as a preposition. Several words are also confused or between preposition and adverbs. There is another confusion or ambiguity. Several words which are prepositions also belong to the word class of adverbs. I shall repeat. Several words which are prepositions also belong to the word class of adverbs. These include about, across, around, before, beyond, in, inside, near, opposite, outside, past, round, through, under, up, within. Like we see through example. There were lots of people waiting for a taxi outside the club. There were lots of people waiting for a taxi outside the club. Here, outside is preposition, as we all know. Second, where is your cat? She is outside. Here, outside is used as an adverb. The gallery is opposite the Natural History Museum. The gallery is opposite the Natural History Museum. Here, opposite is used as a preposition. Can you tell me where the bus station is? Can you tell me where the bus station is? It's over there, just opposite. Here, opposite is used as an adverb. So before we end this lecture, I'll tell you few preposition rules. Prepositions form a small but very important word class We use prepositions very frequently used. In fact, the prepositions, namely to, of, in, for, on, with, at, by, from, are all in the top 25 words in English. If you can understand and correctly use prepositions, it will greatly improve your fluency. And remember, there are not very many prepositions. There are only 150 prepositions, and we only use about 70 of these commonly. So I'll tell you the rules before we end up with the lectures. A preposition must have an object. The first rule is that the preposition must have an object. For example, they are in the kitchen. The preposition is in and the object is kitchen. Then the preposition means a place before. The name preposition indicates preposition. Usually it comes before something, before, prepositioning. I put it in the box. In is the preposition and the box is coming after that. Third rule, a pronoun following a preposition should be in object form. For example, that's between him and her. So here the preposition is between. Prepositions, fourth point to remember is preposition has two forms. Prepositions have no particular form actually. The majority of prepositions are one word prepositions only, but some are two or three words phrases. They are known as complex prepositions. One word prepositions like we have seen before, into, on, to, वगैरह. And the complex prepositions are according to, but for, in spite of, on account of. We should also, fifth rule to be kept in mind is to is used as preposition and also to is used as infinitive, but they are not the same. So do not confuse infinitive particle to, like to sing, to live with. It should not be confused with the preposition to. I am going to London, he gave it to me. Okay. So to is as a preposition, we see I look forward to lunch. I look forward to seeing you. Okay. So the most golden rule to end with, always keep in mind, a preposition is followed by a noun. It is never ever followed by a verb. So last thing, the golden preposition rule, before we sum up, a preposition is followed by a noun and it is never followed by a verb. Thank you very much.